Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Dark Souls. Here you can see I did change my armor. We did level up a few times. We kindled a few bonfires. Ooh, that's a huge thing. Before you go anywhere, if you're going into a new zone, always rest at a bonfire. And I also forgot to do one last thing in the last episode. Darn it! I need to... You know, what I should do is get a notepad and actually plan out what I'm going to do with my episodes. But if we cross this bridge... Huh. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He blends in.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
I love how everybody's so jolly.
Still closed. Still closed. Still closed. Still closed.
Alright, so we don't know what to do with him yet. I'm actually not that aggressive. I'm not much of a killer. At one point in the LP, I might go mad, and I might go on a killing rampage. But at the moment, no, I'm not going to kill anybody. Or at least not anybody that I don't have to. Alright, but we rested at the bonfire. We've dealt with Andre. We're going to come down here past Andre, and oh my gosh. That was not a friendly light. Alright, so, interesting fact about this. This is what we call a Titanite demon. They have a very select drop that they do drop. And right now, he can't attack me because I'm behind that thing. In terms of fighting them, I encourage players to use magic spells on him. They tend to do the most reliable damage against him, and because you hold your wand up so high, you can reach over certain objects in the room to take cheap shots at him. Now, some of these things he can shoot over, so make sure you test out before, test out for yourself where it's safe to stand before engaging in this. And I actually I should have switched my spells before doing this. And don't worry, I'll be fighting a bunch of these things legitimately later. But in terms of easy mode, spells are probably the easiest way. But he gives you what's called Demon Titanite, and later we'll be able to use that to upgrade certain weapons that I may or may not choose to play with. I probably won't, but I will show off what I mean, because I will try to show off as much as I can. If for any reason I can't do it in my first playthrough, the second playthrough will be a lot easier because you get additional souls, and in which case I can just be buying materials and whatnot. If I need to actually, show off completely everything or certain things that I might have missed. Because there is one fight in the game that I know can go one of two ways, and there are two endings to the game, although I don't think that I actually want to play 2 full cycles of the game. Maybe if I get enough requests, or if all you guys and gals love it, maybe I will, but I don't know. I'm actually kind of reaching my limits because I've been ingesting so much Dark Souls material at the moment. And when my PS3 was broken, like, this was the game I missed the most. It was just like, I want my PS3 back. But here we come into Darkroot Garden. And this area can be kind of tough, especially for dex users, specifically if you're using thrusting weapons. So I would encourage you, if you are using a thrusting weapon, to maybe reconsider this area for later. I'll show you a much better place to go next time. Although I don't think I'll fit this all into one episode. Maybe in the next episode or 2. I will show off a much more appropriate area for Dex users to start off at. Right now, with me using this Drake sword, this area is going to be extremely easy for me to do, so I'm going to kind of knock it out of the way whilst I can. And then there's also a little hidden thing that I want to do, and normally you're not supposed to do this early in the game. Ooh, we can summon somebody. Oh, their sign went away. But this is the door that requires the Crest of Artorias to open, so we are going to use that now. That is an area you definitely do not want to go into. I would encourage that much later in the game. Personally, I would say the later in the game you can hold off to doing that area, the better. I won't explain why until I actually go to do that area myself. But again, here we're going to rest at a bonfire, because we have more than 10 humanity. I'm not going to lose any item find by kindling bonfires along the way. So I'm essentially going to make the game go in easy mode for me by kindling bonfires. And if anybody else is having problems with the game, this could be a very simple solution for you, is to farm up some humanity. Again, killing rats, or just find a boss that you really enjoy fighting, or that you feel very comfortable engaging, and sit there and farm them for a bit. Just keep dropping your soul sign. Don't level up. Just sit there farming souls off of him. You'll find that, obviously the longer you play an area, the more comfortable you get with it. You'll find yourself farming the area quite easily with very few repercussions. Maybe a stupid death here or there. But same thing, you can always go up to Oswald of Kareem, buy a Ring of Sacrifice. That way if you die, you have a second chance to get your souls back. Because that's a mechanic I actually have not talked over just yet. But first we're going to activate this trap. Now here we can see kind of some bushes that look like those bush people, but they don't activate until we pillage this corpse. Oh, that's not good. That first blow's missed, because now I'm not going to have the endurance to block with. Ooh, wow, that actually hurt. That's not cute. These guys essentially kind of have a whip weapon, although I believe they have no poise, so that means that you can sit there attacking them pretty non-stop, and they will not be able to properly defend themselves against your assault. I don't want to say that for a fact, because no, my luck, you're going to have that one unlucky time, but also they'll have low poise. How about that? That's a safe thing. Although that enemy can be tricky with a dex weapon, specifically like slashing weapon. I think this area is resistant to slash and thrust. So this is where that Keistus that I had could actually be a very good weapon. These guys are actually resilient to magic damage and physical damage. That armor set is a combination. Now what he cast is that now you see a ring around me is a spell called, or a miracle, pardon me. Miracle called the Tranquil Walk of Peace. It does have a short time frame on it. I think it only lasts 10 seconds. And what I do is I'll circle around their weapon side. Yeah, there you can see I'm actually not doing a lot of damage, so maybe I'll switch weapons for this area. So this weapon that was doing loads of damage before is only doing 40 a swing, and that's when I two-hand it. Very unimpressive. So, what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the Keistus, which again is a blunt weapon, and I believe that will give us an easier time in this area. But here we see a treasure, and it's an ambush. Alright, not doing a lot of damage to these guys. Maybe I'll keep that Drake weapon. That's not lovely. That's not lovely at all. I don't remember how magically resistant these things are. Not... 50-50. Alright, finish off all the enemies first. That way we have this nice big slow guy. As you can see, actually, though, this blunt weapon, the Keistus, is actually not doing a lot of damage. So this area, I'd actually kind of encourage you to stay away from, now that I think about it. So what we'll do, instead of doing this area fully, actually, you know what, I've already started it. I was going to back out and be like, you know what, if I'm not going to encourage you guys to do it, I shouldn't be doing it. But, you know what, I'm already here. I need to kind of commit to this.